Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Actually, head down to the comment section and let me know what's the most interesting thing that happened to you today. Now, let's talk about photography. Okay, I've been shooting film for a little bit over 2 weeks now. I went through a few rolls of film and I got 3 of them developed. The problem is, I'm already growing tired of driving to the photo lab, asking a developer to develop them, scan them and paying money. So in this video, I'm going to show you what you can build on your own, DIY style, maybe a little bit janky, that helps you to scan your film. And you don't have to buy these film holders and stuff, you can do it all by yourself at home. You only need a camera, a digital one, with a macro lens. I have a pretty cheap one, but it does the job. And a few other parts that you can get at the dollar store for cheap. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you need a tripod. One that can invert itself and attach the camera so you can shoot straight down. So what parts do you need? First of all, as I said, you need the camera, the macro lens and the tripod and something to illuminate your photo negatives. You can buy an expensive tablet. They sell ones for the job and they are kind of expensive in my opinion. Or you can use your all-day, regular day smartphone and disable night shift, disable color corrections, open up some white app like the notes on my iPhone, crank up your display brightness and voila, that's it. There's a few other things you need. You need a roll of duct tape or packaging tape, it doesn't really matter. It just has to have a big hole in the middle. This is used for separating your film negative from the screen so the camera does not pick up the pixels. You could also use a friend of yours with a 3D printer to print you some standoff, like a little table with a hole in the middle, for exactly the same job. You'll also need 4 of these clamps. I got them from the hardware store for $1 each. You can also use the old ones you use to hang your clothes from the washing lines. The last and most important thing you need is a glass pane. I bought this one with a frame. This was the cheapest option for me. Both together cost me like $1 and I had to buy 2 of them because you have to clamp your film negative between these 2 panes so it is flat. Okay, now let's get into building. But before, let me grab something refreshing from the refrigerator. Here we are. Okay, now let's get into building. Grab yourself a strip of film, one you've already shot and it is ready to scan. This is for referencing the height between the glass panes. For the first step, remove the glass panes from your frames. You don't need them anymore. And grab your duct tape. Prepare 6 strips that are the same length, a little bit more probably, as the long side of your glass pane. The final result should look something like that. Grab your second pane of glass and lay it on top of the other one on the same side as the duct tape. This should reveal a very small slit between those 2 panes of glass. Grab your film, it's just for trying if it works or if you need more duct tape, and put it between those layers. You should be able to slide it through the whole thing. Perfect. Now grab your clamps and clamp down the edges, or the corners I meant. Perfect. Now you should have something that looks like this. Now you have to grab your phone, open up your white screen, and lay it flat on the table. Grab your duct tape, your roll of duct tape, and lay it on top of it. Then lay down the glass panes with the film in the middle. Now, this is how the setup should look. If you have a microfiber cloth, use it to wipe down the surface, the outer one, so that there is no dirt or grime. Do the same thing on the bottom side. For the final step, you just have to grab your tripod, standing it on top of it with the camera facing straight down. But I'm going to show you this from another angle. Perfect. That's my setup for scanning film at home. I hope some of you guys found it helpful. Maybe build your own scanning setup. Let me know in the comments how it worked out. In the next short episode, we're going to talk about what settings you have to use in your camera and how you get your shots into Lightroom and flip the colors so that you get a final result. I wanted to talk about developing film at home. Sadly, my kit did not arrive in time, so we had to skip that one, and that's why we did the scanning setup today. The home developing episode will air in 2 or 3 weeks. So stay tuned. Goodbye and have a nice day.